for RR Lyrae is low. So these are both pulsating variable stars, and we just compared them. Okay, in terms of a little table here. I'll show you a plot that we have of the location of Cepheids and RR Lyrae stars on the HR diagram. Remember, we talked about something like, I think we've mentioned an HR diagram, not in a lot of detail, but that is something that we can use for describing stars and their life cycles. But there's basically a plot here of luminosity versus temperature. And hello. Hi, Doro. Finally, you missed everything. You missed all the things that you generally like on the live. But good thing you're here now. Cepheid and Lyrae variables differ in many properties. However, if you plot their locations on an HR diagram, like the diagram, the plot I was just talking about, you find that they're adjacent to each other on a diagonal stripe called the instability strip. So there's an instability. Yes, all of the aspects are being presented here today. I did a little bit of singing in the beginning. So the HR diagram is something I'll show you in just a second. But in this plot of luminosity versus temperature, we've got, main sequence stars on the plot. We've got the RR Lyrae variable stars on the plot. We've got the Cepheid variable stars on the plot. And then we've got the instability strip, and these things are close together. So on this HR diagram, these variable stars are sort of like cousins, if you will, even though they are different in certain aspects, like we were just talking about from that table. Unlike the Sun and other stable main sequence stars, Cepheid and RR Lyrae stars pulsate in and out. They actually grow substantially larger and smaller in radius. Larger and smaller in radius. So they pulsate in and out and grow substantially larger and smaller in radius. As an example of a pulsating variable star, coincide, what the frick? I looked at two words, consider and Cepheid, and said, coincide. Consider delta Cepheid over a period of 5.366 days. Its apparent magnitude varies by a delta of around 1. I just read a funny comment. So this corresponds to this apparent magnitude. Thank you. Thank you for liking the live. Can we get 20 likes? The apparent magnitude variation of around 1 corresponds to an F max over F min of around 10 to the 0.4, which is around 2.5. Now, I think, I'm unsure because this F came out of nowhere. I think it has to do with a flux of some kind, but we'll keep going. A steep rise in flux, oh thank God, is followed by a slow decline. So that makes sense. I mean, we are talking about variable pulsating stars. So a steep rise in flux followed by a slow decline. The radial velocity of the star delta Cepheid relative to the Sun is approximately negative 15 kilometers per second. Because of the expansion and contraction of the photosphere, so its photosphere is expanding, contracting, its observed radial velocity varies from around minus 35 kilometers per second when the photosphere is expanding to around plus 5 kilometers per second when the photosphere is contracting. the effective temperature changes from around 5600 Kelvin